Beautiful Jellyfish, it's Tracy, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about some video games that I really like, and I've actually done part one of this with my friend Paul. I will list it in the down below. This was for my 12 Days of MTG Goddess, and for those people who watched it, did you guys like that? Because I know this is like very, very far away for next December, but I was actually thinking about doing like every other day and like alternating days, or do you guys like the whole leading up to Christmas better? I don't really know, I can't decide. I kind of like the whole every other day type thing. That's going to be kind of like my thing I think that I want to do, but let me know what you guys think. So, it is freezing. I am so cold right now. It's like really cold. So, okay, let's talk about video games. Okay, so the first video game that I really like is called Fat Princess, and this game came out, I think actually it might have been like last February actually, or maybe March. It's for the PS4. I'm pretty sure. I think it's for the PS4, probably the Xbox, whatever the equivalent is. I don't know, I don't keep it with Xbox, but is it like the 360 or maybe Xbox One, whatever that system is too. Anyways, this game's really awesome. It is a co-op game, which I love, or you can play it single player, which I think is awesome, because I think that I don't feel like there's a lot of co-op games. I think there's a lot of multiplayer games where you're against someone, but I prefer co-op games, to be honest. This game's really sweet. It's like an adventure mode kind of game, like story type game. Not so much like you're saving a princess type thing. The story's like, it's not like crazy complicated. It's a very silly game, which I really like. I think they do really well on the comedic aspect of the game. The narrator is really funny, and like, sometimes if your character dies, he says like, clean up on aisle 3, and like funny things like that. It's really funny. Your health things in the game, you know, some games they drop, if you kill an enemy, they drop like a heart container and it gives you health, whatever. In this game, it's actually cake, which is just awesome, and like cake is like this big thing in this game. So it's very silly, very fun. You know, it's kind of like a hack and slash, I guess, type game. You know, you're like killing enemies, you know, and stuff like that. Very fun. I really enjoyed that. Paul and I really enjoyed that game together. It was great. You know, it's funny is I actually I can't believe that Paul and I didn't talk about this game before, because I mean, the game's just awesome. And then I had Super Smash Brothers for the GameCube. Yeah, Yes, GameCube. That's the really good one. Yeah. And I'm so blanking. Is it Melee? Melee. I can't believe I so blanked on that name for a minute. Yeah, I mean, game's like really sweet. I like it in the flexibility of the game, where I think, you know, you can customize it, which I think is really awesome. Like, I think you're like, hey, I just want to play, like, solo. The newer ones, I know they've made it so you can have, like, 1 million people on the screen, which I really don't like, because that's really overwhelming to me. And then what happens is, like, your screen gets, like, super wide, and, like, you can't see anything close up. I love the flexibility in, like, changing your character all the time. They've made it now really cool with, like, amiibos and stuff. I'm so talking about just Smash Brothers in general, so I guess we'll just talk about Smash Bros. In general. But anyways, the game's, like, the whole series and everything like that is just really cool. I like it. Again, I like that you can like play with friends. So really like big party game, I feel like that's like what a lot of people do. So I mean, it's just Super Smash Bros. And the games are awesome. I have to say though, Melee is probably my favorite. Though I have played the one on the, is it Wii U that I think came out recently? That one's pretty fun too. But Melee will always have like a place in my heart, because I was like, you know, when Paul and I were like training to get like really good at Melee, and we would like verse like level 9s. Did they go to level 9 or level 10 in there? I haven't played Smash Bros. In a really long time, but it's like forever gonna be one of like my favorite video games, so. Okay, the next game is Stardew Valley, and I've actually posted some videos of me playing Stardew Valley, and it's this game on Steam. It's made all by like this one dude. Like, it's crazy. I mean, a lot of people like make fun of me and they're like, oh, Tracy, you play Farmville, and I'm like, no, like, you don't understand. Again, I love that it's a super customizable game. You know, you are this farmer, you have your farm. Mine is called Innistrad Farm. My character name is Avison, and I have a pet cat named Soren. So we just really went hard on the magic things with Stardew Valley. But anyways, game's like super sweet. What I love about it is it really reminds me of Animal Crossing. I know a lot of people, I actually didn't mention that, but that was like a childhood favorite game of mine for a while. Animal Crossing, yo. The one for the GameCube, I don't know about other ones that have come out, but the one for GameCube, super awesome. But a lot of people say it's like that, you know, you have like this, you know, you're living in like this town, you can build friendships with people, romantic connections with someone, you can have romantic connections with someone of the same sex, which is awesome, so that's great. And yeah, it's really fun. You have like your farm, and then you can choose if you want to have animals on your farm. I have like a ton of animals on mine. You make like little like barns and stables, and then, you know, you can have like a horse, which is really cool, and you can go like mining, which is one of my favorite parts in the game, where you go through the mines and then you know, have your little pickaxe and you hit at rocks and then you find cool gems and things. There's like a whole like museum like type thing where you try to like collect things. It's like, I love like the randomization of the game. Like I'm really into like, I don't know what, like how to phrase this, but like I love in games where you kind of just like get random items and it's like a fun surprise. I just really like things like that. I think it's really cool. So Stardew Valley is really fun. I like it. Even though it's a game that I don't play like all the time, like I go through phases of it. I haven't played it in a while. I just kind of like comes and goes, you know what I mean, with like what I like, but game is really fun. It's really unlike, I would say, anything else that I play. And what I'm so excited about is they are going to be making co-op at some point. But again, you have to look at it how like, it's not like a million people are working on this game. It's literally like this one dude is like doing everything with the game. It's just, it's a super interesting concept. So, if I remember, which I hopefully will, I will list, my play with me things. Watch me play, that's what it's called. Where you can watch me play the game. It's a ton of fun. It's a really sweet game. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, now I have Diablo 3, and I should say Diablo 3 plus Reaper of Souls, because Paul got this for the PS4, and we've been playing on there. However, I got it on my computer as well. I know some people were asking me about that, and really into it. It's a lot of fun. It's a really fun game. Like, I like that there's the option where, like, I'll play with friends, and, you know, we're again, it's co-op, which is awesome, and so we're playing, there's, like, story mode, and then, like, adventure mode, which I'm doing now, and I just love it, it's great. Again, not, like, it's not a game that I can play, like, all the time, like, I'm the type of person where I totally go through phases. It's not like I just stop liking these things, like, even if I haven't played Stardew Valley in, like, months, I still, like, love the game, like, the game's awesome. I just, like, I have my moods, and I have my things about what I'm really into and what I'm like, how I like to spend my time. And now I've been like on Netflix. I've been like really like Netflixing really hard, so I haven't really been playing that many video games by myself. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's like a hack and slash type game. It's pretty mindless, I would say, and, like, I think a lot of times, like, what you're doing, like, I just really completely ignored the story, and I can totally appreciate the value of a great story. Like, Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite games, and that story is, like, crazy amazing, but I just, like, didn't want to really pay attention to the story in this. It was, like, it's just extensive, and I'm really, really bad with names, and when a game has, like, a million characters and a million names, I just can't keep up with it, and that, like, really frustrates me. I've tried to read Game of Thrones before. Yeah, you know how that went. Like, I just can't do it. It's just... I have my issues with that series, a lot of them, but yeah, couldn't do it. It was just too many characters, so I can't remember people's names. I just can't do it. That's why, like, I think it's interesting that I'm a reader, but, like, at the same time, I love, like, watching stuff, because I'm so much better at, like, seeing faces than I am with, like, trying to remember people's names in books. Just hard for me. So, but anyways, that, I don't even know how I got off that tangent, but Diablo 3 is really great. It's really fun. It's not a very expensive game, which I really like. I think that a lot of times the, those, like, larger, like, it's kind of an MMO, like, you can make it an MMO, like, you have the option of letting people be in your same game too. That's just way too much for me. We're not doing that. I just play with, like, myself, and then sometimes my friends join in. But yeah, that's a really great point. I just realized I made an entire video about why I love Diablo 3, so if you really care that much, you should check that video out. I'm gonna list, like, 5 videos in the description bar. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna, like, forget. That's what's gonna happen. So, anyways, okay. The last game I'm gonna talk to you guys about in this video, because I'm gonna be doing, like, part 3 in the near future, is Hyrule Warriors. And I remember Hyrule Warriors came out, and I was like, yo, this game looks really cool, and I just realized that I adjusted my camera, and I really hope my head is not being cut off, because I'm supposed to sit farther away, and I just forgot. So, anyways, that was a totally different point. Hyrule Warriors, yeah, game's really sweet. I like that you can play as, like, a multitude of characters, and it's, like, a leveling up type game. It's a hack and slash game, and you have, like, what I really like about the game is, like, sometimes you just have a lot of objectives. Like, if you do more of, like, the story mode, it's like, go take this keep, go take this area. And then others are like, go kill, like, 1,000 enemies. Like, things like that, which I think are really cool with it. You defeat, like, these bigger monsters, and it's, like, it's really interesting. So, like, say you're playing as, like, Link, for example, and then in this story, you're playing as Link, but the antagonist in this story thing is Zelda, for example. So you, as Link, defeat Zelda, and then Zelda drops, like, a weapon that you can get, so you get, like, better weapons as, like, time goes on. You can, like, what I think is really cool about the game is, like, you have, these, like, bonuses to, like, your weapons that you can get, so, like, they can give you, like, more experience, more gold, things like that, and you can, like, take those, and then say you have a super awesome weapon, but it doesn't have something that you like, you can, like, kind of like copy and paste it, like you can remove it and then add it, which I think is really cool. So it's a very, like, customizable type of game in that aspect. And again, I love the flexibility in, like, multiple characters. Like, you have so many different characters, especially if you get, like, the DLC packs. They give you, like, so many characters. My favorite character to play in the game is Linkle right now. She's awesome. She's, like, a female version of Link, and she has, like guns and, like, what is it? That's what she attacks with, and, like, bombs, and it's just awesome. Like, she's so good. She's, like, my favorite right now. But I also really like Zelda, like Sheik. I like Link a lot. I like Link's gauntlets. They're, like, really fun. So yeah, that's another interesting thing, is a lot of the times the characters have different weapons. Like, Link has, like, 7, so, which is really awesome. So, like, eventually you'll unlock the Master Sword, and a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, the Master Sword! But then it's like, gauntlets are, like, so fun. It's, like, this really sweet weapon that you can get in the game, and it's great. So you get, like, these different weapons and things, and, it's definitely, like, a repetitive, like, type of thing, so if you're, like, not into things like that, I wouldn't recommend Hyrule Warriors. But if you're just looking for something, like, really mindless, like, I just don't want to really focus on this thing. And again, you can totally skip story, you just don't have to pay attention. Like, it doesn't have, like, a super complicated, like, type story. Like, I feel like the others, like, if you play, like, a Zelda game, there's, like, story there, but this is, like, not really, like, it has, like, a story mode, but it's, like, you know, whatever. It's kind of like Diablo, and, like, you have, like, a story mode, and then you kind of have, like, adventure mode, where you just ignore, like, the game ignores story for you, and you just, like, go do stuff. So yeah. Yeah, guys, that was it for talking about some video games that I really like. Like I said, I just limit myself in these videos to only talking about a limited amount of stuff, because if I don't, I then talk about, like, 20 things, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, these are things, and I actually just got this video idea, and I think I'm gonna film this, I don't even know, maybe, like, not this coming week, but the following week. I was thinking about, and I know it's a little bit different for my channel, but I kind of wanted to do, like, a TV show favorite videos, like, and I don't want to just talk about, like, those popular TV shows that everyone watches. Like, I'm not gonna be like Breaking Bad, like, I don't want to talk about stuff like that. I actually haven't seen Breaking Bad, but anyways, like, I want to talk about, like, unique TV shows that I've seen that, like, maybe not everyone has heard of before. So I don't know. Yeah, I just had that idea. I thought it would be, like, a really cool thing to film. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, and let me know if you guys have played some of these. I'm gonna totally forget to list all those videos down below that I said I was going to. Yeah, okay, I think I remember, like, I remember 2 of them. I think I said a third one, though, and I can't remember the third, so whatever. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.